Here's a 5-minute hanging routine that you can do daily to increase shoulder mobility and relieve shoulder pain and back pain. This will also strengthen your scapular stabilizers to increase your strength for pull-ups, handstands, and overhead movements. We're going to do 3 types of hanging. The first is going to be the simplest, just a passive hang. I'll put my timer on, here we go. So we're doing 60 seconds for the passive hang, and what I like to do is I grip hard, relax my arms and shoulders, and then I just think of bringing my rib cage down a little bit. And by bringing the rib cage down a little bit, we increase shoulder flexion and get a bit of stretch in the lats. Now, if you can't do 60 seconds, that's totally fine. Do whatever you can do. Try to accumulate 30 to 90 seconds if you can't do 60 seconds straight. So let's say you can do 30 seconds. You could do that 2 or 3 times to get your 60 to 90 seconds. If you can only do 10 seconds, try and do that at least 3 times so that you get 30 seconds, and you just use progressive overload. So each day, each week, you try to get a slightly longer accumulated total. Okay, so I've got 10 seconds left. Almost done. All right, so now I just take a little bit of a break. No set rest time. It depends on how I'm feeling in a day. Probably no more than 60 seconds. So just so I don't talk for too long, I'll just put a 60-second timer on. So we've just done our bilateral passive hanging. Now we're going to do unilateral hanging transitions. Now this is much harder. And what I find, I get pretty full on calluses on my hands here. You can see them there just gripping. And so what I do for this unilateral hanging is I actually hang with the bar sitting like that rather than with gripping the full bar like that. It takes a lot more strength and it takes a bit of time to get used to, but it really saves, getting these calluses and hurting so much. And because I do so much hanging, I'm doing pull-ups 3 days a week, I'm doing straight arm strength hanging. You have to mix up where your grip goes. So that's what I do to prevent the calluses from hurting too much. Now the idea with this exercise is that you don't swing at all once you hang and you go to a complete passive hang. So we're not hanging actively with our scapula depressed, we're going to a passive hang. So you'll see what I do. I'll turn away. Yeah, I'll turn away from the camera for this one. Okay. I want to come to one side and then relax, and we're going to hold for between 3 seconds and 10 seconds on each hold, and you just want to do the same time on both sides, and you want to go to a passive hang without swinging. Grab on, change sides, passive hang without swinging. Probably should have got a bit more chalk on my hands before I did this set, because I can feel that I'm slipping already, and I can normally do a lot more reps than this, but I'm slipping, so I might do, I'll just do what I can, it doesn't really matter. So you can see what I'm really doing is making sure that when I go to this passive hang, I'm not swinging around. This takes practice. When you get better, if I had a thought to chalk my hands up, I'd be doing more like a 8 to 10 second hold, but you start with a 3 second hold, and that's that's how you get started. So next, we're going to do an assisted single arm active passive hang transition. So for this one, we get something that we can hang on to with the other arm, and I will remember to chalk my hands this time, so that you can use that for assistance. And what we're going to be doing is depressing our scapula as hard as we can. We're not retracting, we're just working on scapular depression. Okay, pulling as hard as we can, keep the elbow completely straight, hold for 3 seconds, back down, reset. So it's 1 second up, 3 second hold, 1 second down, 1 second hold. Okay, we always do the weak side first. So we grab on, use this as much as you need to, so your towel or whatever you've got, you use it as much as you need to. Of course, we try to, we do the majority of the work with the working hand, but use this as much as you need to. Okay. So we pull and hold for 1, 2, 3, back down, back up, 1, 2, 3, slow and controlled movements up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, one more, 6, 1, 2, 3. Now, when you do them, you do as many as you can. We want to aim for at least 3 reps, 3 to 10 reps. When you can do 10 reps, then you can start moving to no assistance. So you can let go of the assistance and just do it unassisted. Start at 3 reps and work your way up at 10 reps again. So because I'm using this arm for assistance, I like to rest between sets because that non-working arm has actually been working. If you weren't using assistance, if you were doing it unassisted and you were relying 100% on the arm you're using, then you wouldn't rest. So you'd do your reps on this side and then you'd grab on with that arm and then you'd do your reps on that side. All right. So we grab on and up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3. Nice and smooth movements. 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 6, 1, 2, 3. If you want to see one of my full home workouts, you can click or tap the screen there. If you've got any questions, please hit me up in the comments. If you like the video, of course, like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in that next video.